Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at that. Holy crap. Wow. The trees are just stripped and they're broken. Wow. Wow, as my grandson says. Alright, I thought I recorded the overturned oh, look at the back of their house. The siding just ripped off the side of the back of their house. Their yard is kind of thrashed too, and there's more trees down right there. Look at that. Wow. And more over here, look. Look at all that down there. See past Skipper's Head. Hold up the line so you can see better. Look at all that down there. This is right behind the house. Again, God, thank you. I feel lucky to be alive again. I feel blessed to be alive. Let's keep over here because there's a lot more. Keep looking to see more. There's all kinds of debris all over the place. They pretty much pulled it out of the road. It's been a few days. Got a tree down over there. Oh, a bunch of trees down right there. Whole bunch of trees down. Look at all that. Oh, here you go. Whole bunch of trees down over here. And this house is thrashed. Look at that. The building's just completely almost gone. Look at all that. Wow. Wow! My grandson says. I can turn around right there. All that down. Seriously, crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, I'm gonna turn around. Keep passing more places that I just look over. Oh, missing all that. Keep passing more places that are just destroyed. And this is like right by the house. This is worse than last time. Like closer to the house than last time. Look at that. Look at that. Who's beeping at me? Look at that. Just absolutely destroyed. Wow. Okay, this is the first time I drove this way since the tornado. And I cannot believe this was right by our house. Look at that. This is right across the street. Look at that. This happened on the last tornado. Look at that. Look at that. It's right across the street. Look at that. I'm floored. I knew it was on top of us, but holy crap! All those trees are down. What in the world? Again. Seriously, thank you, Lord. Look, more down over there. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me and Kipper. Jeez. Thank you, Lord. Wow. Here's some more damage. Look. Look at that. Those went down before. That's all new. And I want to show you these pretty colors. The fall is coming. Look at this coming up, these pretty colors. It's coming. My hand's supposed to be here. Oh, you can't really see it that way. I'm driving out the wrong way. There's some of them. So pretty. My aunt will be here in a week and a half. So I'm hoping that these colors all of them will change for her when she comes here. We'll do some traveling and show her the colors. Pretty awesome. Pretty. It's pretty. More down. Right there. Look at all those trees down. Didn't hit the house though. Look at that. All this way. Oh, here you go. I'm gonna get this over here. There's a building from somewhere. I don't think it's one of. Oh, it is part of that roof over there. See the roof down over there? stuff and debris in the field over there. Alright, let me pause it. And you can tell the old stuff. But look at all the fresh breaks over there. Look at all the fresh breaks. Look at that tree just snapped completely off. It came right through here. Look in the back there. See all those trees now? And there's a whole bunch more now coming up. Look at that tree. Fresh break right there. Fresh break, fresh break. Look at that. Look at that. All right here. Oh, I missed that. On the other side of the road, you have a whole bunch of logs cut from the last. Oh, check out this deer just crossing the road in front of me. Okay, I saw this bald eagle over here in the field on the way to the post office over on this side. So I don't know if it's hurt or what. Minutes left to record on this. Stay kipper. Make sure this bald eagle's okay. See the bald eagle right there? You okay, bud? He was just chilling in the field about. Oh, Kipper's barking at him too now. I wonder if he's hurt. That's pretty cool, right? What's he doing? Went up into the tree up there. There's another block over there too. Pretty cool.
So seeing that eagle in the middle of the field, in the midst of all that destruction, really got me thinking. And I was wondering, with all the trees being knocked down, and I've seen their nests are massive. So I don't know if their nests are destroyed during the storm and they have to rebuild them or what. But the fact that these eagles survived this tornado just blew my mind. I'm like what do they do? Do they hunker down in the trees? Do they go in the ground and find a place to hide behind something big? So I did some research, and you will not believe what I found out. 2, 3. It's gonna blow your mind.
You can hear me or not?
Or if you can see me. Gonna do a couple of trial and errors here. Chop my head off. All right, I gotta push that back. That's gonna fall any second. Forgot my tripod. Can you believe that? And hold on, let's see if this works. I gotta point it down some more. Move it over a little bit. Man, these floors are the worst for trying to slide something. It's perfect for those blocking sleds. You could move it 2 inches if you wanted it to. Let's try that now. Now can you see me? Oh yeah, perfect. Oh man. Yep. Just finished an arm workout. I might show you a little clip of that in a minute. So I'm breathing a little heavy right now. Sorry about that. But there's nobody in the gym right now. And I figured it'd be a really good time to flex. Just kidding. I figured it'd be a really good time to flex twice. The lighting's perfect. What can I say? Oh, what a dork. Yeah, the lighting's great. There's no one here. And I'm really hoping this mic works right now. I've tried to set up my new mic and kind of failed at that. Didn't really fail, just need to try it again. It's a lot more complicated than I thought. And I'm going to check to make sure this is recording one more time. Don't get mad at me. Because, I don't know, for some reason this Note 8 I do all my videos with cuts off. It'll just stop recording. Now I know it'll do that if you run out of memory, but it seems like it's doing it more frequently. And I make sure there's plenty of memory. In fact, I just bought a new memory card. I'm gonna bump it up to 256, see if that helps. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. What I need to talk to you guys about is Chappy'S word of the day. It's now October, and we're getting closer to those months when people start feeling depressed. And you can kind of sense it up here, the weather's changed. It's gotten really dark. And did that stop recording just now? I heard a beep. Yeah, it's getting dark earlier. It's been really cold, a lot of rain. It seems like people are a lot more grumpy and down. I'm sure it has to do with the weather. You know, we went from sunny, beautiful days to cold, gloomy days. I'm sure it has something to do with people's moods. For example, I know it has to do with mine. I ain't getting much work done in the truck area, the truck camper area. The shop's really cold, but I'm working a couple hours here and there. Trying to fit in when it's warm. Now I'm switched. Like if you remember, I was working in the shop in the evening when it got cool. Now it's total opposite. Now I need to reverse it and get up, because you guys know the wife works nights. But I need to get up and be in the shop by noon when it's the warmest part of the day. And I'm back to do it. You guys remember I did that last winter too. But I'm really happy with the way the truck came. I'm excited right now about it actually, because I finally figured out what vents I'm going to use. I ordered so many vents and sent back so many vents and canceled so many orders and changed orders. I'm pretty sure I found the right. Now these are wall vents, the side vents, not the overhead. I gotta show that again. Oh. Yeah, I know. I got two regular ceiling powered vent fans, one above the dinette area and one above the bathroom area. There's a fantastic fan going above the bedroom. Another reason why I don't have any don't have any windows in the bedroom area. I may even put a skylight above the bedroom area. I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
a skylight with a screen that you can close for shade for night. And all right, let's get back on track here. So yeah, I think it's going to be that time of year people are going to be getting more depressed, and I want to talk to you about that more. I want to keep talking about it. In fact, I had a really good response to the last video, and I have a couple more things to share with you, different videos I can give along the way that I believe will help you with depression. I know it helped me. It still helps me. I still apply these things, like when I'm feeling gloomy. You guys remember what I told you before, realize that you're not alone. Reach out to somebody, talk to somebody, and purposely encourage somebody else. And I still do that. I still practice those things. Here's something else, that new thing for me, and maybe a new thing for you, is I've got to stop resisting the storm. That's what this one's going to be called, resisting the storm, or maybe stop resisting the storm. Because I think that's what we get tired from. We get tired of fighting the good fight, and we're not supposed to. It says, do not grow weary in fighting the good fight. And I'm paraphrasing, but you get the idea. We're not supposed to get tired. We're not supposed to get weary. Like, we're supposed to be energized from fighting the fight. We're not supposed to be getting tired. And I think that's because we resist. And we fight against the stream. We fight against the flow. When the river is pushing against us, we turn around and get it, fight it. And I think that's where we get worn out, where we get depressed, and where we just give up and fall into the water and flow downstream or drown. This is a purposeful pause, a thoughtful pause, so I can edit this part, gather my thoughts. Lord, help me to reach people with my videos. I pray that whatever people are going through right now, whatever they're struggling with, that they feel your presence, that they can know they're not alone, that they reach out to someone, and even reach out to you in prayer. And I pray that my words will encourage them, and they'll give them something to think about, and give them some depth to fighting this fight of depression. And I pray for your guidance right now as I do this video. Amen. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with my facial hair here, guys. I got it. I got the whole Fu Manchu long goatee going, and now I'm also growing back my beard, so I don't know. I may, now this is going to piss my wife off, I may grow out the full beard and just let it go all gray. I can be Santa for Christmas. What do you think about that? She's not going to be happy. Anyways, so stop resisting the storm. Don't resist the storm. Here's the thing that really got me thinking about this concept is I've had a couple of encounters with bald eagles. And I think all 3 occasions or all 2 occasions were right after tornadoes or after some major storm up here in northern Minnesota. And the first time, I'll show you some clips in a minute. The first time, it was after the tornado. I was driving to, what's the name of that town? Clearbrook. And I saw a field off to the right, and there was a bald eagle sitting in the middle of the field, and he wasn't moving. And now bald eagles to me is like a majestic thing. I didn't grow up with bald eagles. I think they're finally making a comeback. I don't know if they're still in danger or not, but growing up in New England, we didn't have bald eagles. Never saw them, just heard about them, seen videos of them or pictures or science books of them. And yeah, I'm sore, guys, real sore. And so there, when I see a bald eagle, I pay attention, and saw one in this field. And so I slowed down, but I had to run somewhere. Maybe there's a post office before they closed or something. I had to run somewhere before they closed. And so I thought to myself,
Self, you need to stop on the way back if the bald eagle's still there and make sure he's not hurt. And Self said, okay, good plan. Yeah, and that's what I did. So you see me on this video, I've decided to turn into the farmland and pull over and stop and check out the bald eagle. So as I walk up to the bald eagle, I call out to him because I'm thinking, man, if I walk up on this bald eagle and he's not friendly, he gonna tear me up. Remember the minks? Same thing with that thing. I just walked up to that thing and he didn't even care. But that thing would have torn me up too. I think the eagle would do a little more damage though. That thing was massive. If you can see in the video, I mean, I was pretty far away. Well, I say pretty far away, but how many feet would that be? 15 feet? Maybe 15, 20 feet. And even when it took off, man, I could just feel the power in its wings. It was just, like I've said before, majestic. So I approached the thing and I said, hey, yo, bud, are you okay? Or something like that. You'll hear it I'll show you in the video. And the thing looks at me and then takes off. And you see it circling the field and goes up into the far off tree line. You can kind of see it in the video, but he goes up to the top and I walked a little bit closer and also came back another time to feed him a mouse that I caught. I saw there was a nest up there. So I don't know if there's one up there, two or three or a family or what, but anyways, seeing that bald eagle got me thinking about the storm, and he survived the storm too. And he's a big bird. Maybe his wingspan is 5-6 feet. I mean, he's a pretty big dude, but you saw the destruction. I can just imagine he could have been just destroyed. I was thinking to myself, what did he do? Did he cling to the tree? Did he hold on for dear life? Did he burrow down into his nest? Like, what happened? Like, did he pray that his tree just didn't knocked over with the other ones? I mean, what was that about? And I did a little bit more reading on eagles. Come to find out, bald eagles don't just they're powerful and they can soar, I guess, for hours and hours, just, in the updrafts and the low drafts and the winds and everything else. They just keep going. And they can just stay up there with their eagle vision and pinpoint accuracy, find some dinner and swoop down on it. I don't know the miles per hour that they launch at their prey, but it's really fast. Maybe I can put the clip up on the video here of how fast they go. But that's not going to save them from surviving a storm, okay? Do you know what eagles do? Okay, hold on, thoughtful pause here. Word this carefully. I don't want to misquote what I read in videos I saw. From what I can tell, eagles survive storms by powerfully flapping their wings until they rise above the turbulence. And they use I don't know what it's called, but they use the power of the storm to allow themselves to just circle around the storm, above the storm. And they keep doing this. And they keep flying and they just keep soaring right above the storm. Here we are down here and the tornadoes are uprooting trees and throwing things and launching my canoe all the way across, 50 yards across the yard into the trees. The lightning storm, and here's the eagle just soaring above it, going around. And I just got to thinking, that's the key. That's how the eagle survived. He didn't go out there and try to battle the winds and use his powerful, mighty wings and flap and fighting. I can do this. He fought for a little bit, but he rose above the storm and used the storm power to allow him to fly above the storm. So that metaphor there, I think, really applies to us, right? Seriously, think about it. We fight against the storms of life so much, and that's my side right there. You hear my sighs because I'm in a battle. I'm in a battle. My life,
isn't peaches and creams. And I'm sure your life isn't peaches and creams. I'm sure if you know, the Instagram people you see and follow and the NFL stars you want to be like, and The Rock, for example, you know, you want to live his life. You know, it isn't all peaches and cream. You only see one side of it. You don't see the storms in their lives, just like they don't see the storms in your life. But we all share the same thing in common that the eagle has. We all can rise above the storm, and we can use its power to let us soar above the storm. And then when the storm's gone, we can settle back down. Another storm comes along, use that power, that strength, to rise above the storm. And use the power of the storm to soar above it. Not let it hurt you, not let it affect you. I think I'm going to close out right now. I'm going to add some more later, I think, in my shop. But for now, I want you to think about the storms in your life and how those storms affect you and how those storms crash against you and force you down, and you feel so overwhelmed, like, you know, I'm done. I'm checking out. I'm going ahead and taking a permanent answer to a temporary problem, a permanent solution to temporary problems, and you decide to kill yourself. That's not the answer. And that's not what we're looking for. I want you to take a look at those storms. Will those storms matter in 10, 15 years from now? I think Sylvester Stallone said it best. And I'm going to throw up his quote right here. But he basically said that life doesn't owe us a thing. And life isn't going to be easy. And it's up to us whether or not we're going to rise above the problems we face in life. Or are we going to let them beat us down, knock us to the tarmac, knock us to the canvas, and we're just going to give up? Or are we going to get up and rise above the storm? I'm going to talk about this some more when I get to my shop, maybe tomorrow when it's warm. But I want to have a little different setting tonight. I've never really shown you guys my workouts. You guys know that I suffer every day. I'm in constant pain, and I battle that. That's my storm, you know. But I wanted to give you guys a look into one of my workouts, because this is how I rise above the storm. My storm may be my pain wrecked body. It may be PTSD. It may be depression. It may be this. It may be that. This happened in my life or that happened in my life. But how do I rise above it? One of the ways I rise above it, one way I flap my wings and push myself above the storm, is by working out. It's a positive endorphin releasing activity that can help you. I mean, I know it helps me. I've been doing it since I was 19 years old, maybe 18. I kind of remember buying a set of dumbbells when I was 18 or 17 actually. Actually, I took it out of the trash of my neighbor's house. And it was an easy bar curl, and that was my first piece of equipment. And so I was doing curls all the time, and I was doing this all the time. I didn't know what I was doing. But I think 19 is when I really, really got serious about it, and wanted to play football, and walked on a team at a college and played for a little bit. Ended up getting married, so didn't play. That didn't pan out. But ever since then, I just never stopped working out. And I've used it my whole life to overcome. I know that it's kept me out of a wheelchair. It's kept me from being swallowed by depression. And it's allowed me to have a release. I come in here and I battle these weights. I battle these machines. And I go home a victor. I go home the victor, not the victim. You know, I win. And this is a way of winning. And I think this is how I've been like the eagle, and I rise one way. Just I believe that there are so many different ways that you can be like the eagle and rise above the storm. And I think, you know, not to dichotomize it too much, but split it up. You know, I think my workouts is one way I use to rise above the storm. I think that going to church is one way I rise above the storm. I think that counseling other people, I mean, it's for them, but selfishly it's for me too. It helps me rise above the storm. Discipling other people, encouraging them, motivating them, being a coach, being a teacher, are also all ways that I rise above the storm. And I think that you have those ways in your life too already, but you don't realize it. You don't realize that those things that you're doing are allowing you to soar above the storm and just fly above it. For however long the storm lasts, you guys will last too. And I'm going to finish up this. I'll probably do some more talking in the shop tomorrow because this isn't very long. But I want to leave you with this thought, and I'll put the verse on the screen right now. And the verse talks about mounting up on wings like eagles and overcoming and being victorious. And I really believe that if we can rise above our storms, we too shall be victorious in all areas of our life. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to do for today. I love you all. Be good to each other. And remember what am I going to say here? Oh, man. I always mess up expressions. How does the expression go? I'm not making a joke out of it, but I always mix things up, so I don't want to say it wrong. Okay. Remember, guys, suicide is a permanent solution to temporary problems. Don't choose that path. Don't ruin your families. Don't ruin your loved ones. Or even the people that are in your blood, your friends and your coworkers. Don't ruin them. Fight the good fight. Rise above the storm. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oof, oof, oof. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Holy crap, there's one right there. I didn't even see that one. No way. Oh, I really hope I got that on video, man. Holy crap. He was like right there.